Hello, 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 beloved souls. It's Divine Feminine Friday. So, first of all, happy May, right? We just came into the beautiful month of May. It's Taurus season. We just had that solar, new moon solar eclipse in Taurus, which is so powerful. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love and money and beauty, which is also ruling this year, which is the sixth year. And then we're in the fifth month, so we have the number five with all this like change and chaotic energy going on, which is very um synchronistic with this eclipse season that we just started as well, right? But because this is a sixth year and this is a 5 month, the six and the five reduced to an 11 and the one reduced down to a two. So May has actually become a 2 month, a month of partnerships, of duality, of stability, of foundation, right? So many beautiful things going on. So many delicious energies. Eclipses come in to shake things up, right? To really like help us get unstuck, right? Maybe we're trying to clear a block and we've been doing all the work and it seems like nothing is working, right? The eclipse can come through with that just like miracle breakthrough. It's just get that last bit of gook out of you, right? So that you can really move forward to your highest and greatest good and be on your highest and greatest timeline, which is what we're all moving towards, right? So new moons are about manifestations, about really being clear about not so much about manifestations, about setting clear intentions so that the things that we are looking to call in are manifesting for us towards the full moon, right? So being really clear about our intentions, being really clear about trusting ourselves, being really grounded at this time, right? So that we can receive all the intuitive downloads that are available to us and so that we can clearly move forward and take inspired action with them, right? So we have all these beautiful energies surrounding us. We got Luna supporting us. We got Gaia supporting us, helping us get really, really, really grounded. So I want to see what the angels got for the beautiful Divine Feminine Collective. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What do we have for the Divine Feminines? Meanwhile, this is the third time I'm trying to record this video for you guys. I just want you to know that. So to me, that was very telling, right? All right, let's see if any of the same cards came out. Well, Hestia came out, which was at the bottom of the deck during the last time I tried to do this reading. The first card out, Saraswati. I could be saying that wrong, but this is the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create, right? This is because there is a part of you, there's gifts, there's talents, there's just the very part of you that no one else can duplicate, right? It's kind of like our fingerprints. Everybody's fingerprints is different. That is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that's coming through you and being transmuted through you. And so it's like having a recipe, right? And everybody making the same recipe, but it tasting different, right? Because maybe the energy is different. Maybe someone is making it because they're feeling really competitive and they just want to be better than the person next to them. Maybe someone else is doing it, but they hate cooking, and so that energy is going to be in their food. And then you have the person that's doing it just out of love and just pure bliss and pleasure, and it tastes like it, right? The cake is just a little bit fluffier, a little bit more moist than the other cakes, right? It's that type of thing. So just allowing your high vibrational energy, your very divinity, the majesty of all of who you are to just flow into every aspect of everything that you're doing continuously, right? And allowing that to speak for you, right? Allowing that to be your story. It's a beautiful thing. We have Diana, of course, because what are we being supported to do right now? Really ground, right? Queen of the wilderness. Diana always comes out for me when I need to remember to go outside and to connect with nature, right? If you're in a place where maybe it's not weather permitting for you to go outside and connect with nature, go on YouTube, go on like National Geographic, freaking PBS, right? They always have like beautiful videos of the forests and the jungles and the beaches. Even watching things like um beach homes, right? Or like if you're watching like HGTV, right? Just watching things like that where people are like outside doing their gardens, right? Like maybe working on their pool, things like that that are just connecting you to nature. Oh my God, I'm looking at I'm looking at two different sets of dolphins, right? Two each. So if you happen to be a twin flame, that's just another message in there for you as well. But dolphins represent joy, and happiness and playfulness, right? They're very high vibrational. They connect through sound and through music, right? So those are more messages just coming in for you, divine feminines. Get outside, get grounded, connect with nature. Remember to have fun, lighten up, let all that you are come through to be all that it is, right? Like allow yourself to have fun on this journey. And I think that was the biggest message why the dolphins came out. Thank you, dolphins, for coming to join us, right? But it's about, you came here. Yeah, we all have our spiritual paths. We all have our spiritual purpose and things, but it wasn't meant to be like this hard, awful, back-breaking, net like pinching task. Like we're meant to come here and to have fun, evolving and growing as well as learning along the way, right? Like just think of like some class that you've ever taken, you just had a lot of fun. Like for me, I love to dance, right? So dance classes are a lot of fun for me. They don't feel like a work. So if I'm doing this stuff over and over and over again, I'm doing it to make myself better. It doesn't make, I don't feel burdened by rehearsal. You understand? So it's that type of thing. Really getting outside, connecting with nature, connecting with yourself, allowing every aspect of you to just flow. What makes you feel good? I love to cook. Is cooking your thing? Is that your jam? Do it. If not, do what makes you feel good, right? Is it dancing? Is it writing? Is it, talking shit with your homies? Like, what is it that makes you feel good? That's about really keeping your vibration high and allowing that to expand out of you, right? When we heal, our tribe heals, our village heals, and we heal 7 generations forward and 7 generations back. When we raise our vibration, we have more control over the vibration of an area we're in, and like millions that don't, right? So keeping our vibration high is huge, not just for our own like peace of mind and joy and harmony, but also for that of the collective, because you're contributing to the collective, right? One person in alignment with their truth and their divinity and in a high vibrational stance is more powerful than a million that are not. So where are you at on the globe, and are you showing up in the fullness of your light and your divinity? Are you helping to contribute to humanity by just being the best version of you possible? That's what you're called to do. Diana, Queen of the Wilderness. I know, right? I've been on a tangent. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. I think we have a retrograde coming up with Mercury. Bullshit. I'm feeling it early. And I know because I've been having like technological problems, so that is, I just need to look at the date. I think it's like the 16th. Be mindful of that. Anyway, so this is just a reminder to really get outside and connect with nature. If you can go outside, do so. Hug a tree, um, feed the birds, right? Like go for a walk, maybe look up at the night skies, take some really deep breaths, like do what you can. I know we got to go to the playground the other day. And I had some old plants at one point that I had like were kind of dying, so I wanted to give the soil back to Gaia, right? Because from dirt you come, from dirt you shall return. And then we also went to the supermarket, and there's beautiful birds outside. So I was like feeding the birds while I was leaning against the tree, just letting the tree just completely nourish me and ground me and like get me back to center, but also feeding the birds at the same time, right? It's like you want to give back to Gaia because she's always so giving to us. We have a beautiful world to live on, right? We have all the resources that we need to have food and clothing and shelter. Like, this is a reminder to be really grateful of this and to connect with that energy, and it helps you to stand in your power. Rhea, the goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. This is about you standing in your power, divine feminine. Make your yes a yes, your no a no, and a maybe a no. And be okay with those answers, right? No is a complete sentence. And I know often that we don't feel like that. People feel like they need to explain themselves, but no. So this energy of May is coming in to show you like where your power is, where you need to take back your power, right? How you can go get recharged, going out in nature, recharging yourself, standing in the truth of your light, speaking up, using your voice, right? For the power of you, right? Knowing who you are, coming to a place where you're becoming self realized, right? Self actualized, having that part of you uh emanate out, right? For the world to see, like literally standing in your truth, standing in your power. I love this card of Freya because look at her hands are on her hips, right? No fucks given. You're not messing with her like that. She is here for it. She sees all, she knows all, she's feeling it. And she's not afraid to like fight for what she wants because she's understanding, she's standing her truth. She's like, I just said no. Why are you still here? You know? I love that energy. And Hestia, home is where the heart is, baby, right? The goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me, right? I know many of us that have been awakened and especially are on this path of like twin flame, soul flame, blah, 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 are being relocated, right? And so, although your physical location may have you kind of displaced for a minute and it might feel kind of frustrating and never ending and almost disempowering, this is a reminder from Hestia that home is within your heart, right? You are the sanctuary, you are the cauldron of your heart. So, allow the cauldron of you, right, your container, to be expansive and empty so that it can be filled from the heavens, right? Allow yourself to be so empty that all you can do is be filled up from the heavens, filled with what your divinity and your birthrights are, right? Abundance, prosperity, to well-being, love, joy, peace, harmony, satisfaction, fulfillment, right? And that starts within you, remembering who you are, remembering that no matter where you lay your head, right? It's not about a physical building, it's about what's in your heart, right? You are always at home within your heart. Heaven is within. Don't forget that, divine feminines. Bottom of the deck, I love it. My girl came. Isis, the goddess of magic. This is my baby, 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 baby. Baby, 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 baby. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you're only using sex to come, you're wasting it. You're wasting it. I know. As a sex coach and someone who uses sex magic all the time, that is just a waste. Like, sex is so, it's a life force energy, right? It is literally used to create new worlds. You can manifest beautiful things with this energy. But this is about bridging that gap, right? Between life and death, heaven and earth, as within, so without, right? This is a bridge. This is a coming together. So Isis is here to support you in melding yourself, right? Melding your dark and your light self, melding the parts of yourself that you feel need to die away, right? When we're having that whole like death cycle, and the parts of yourself that are becoming reborn right now, right? That are reactivating through your system, really, really supporting you, um, allowing, guiding you and letting you know that you shouldn't be ashamed of your sexual pleasure and your sexual energy, right? Really use it for your greatest good right now. Use it to manifest, right? Set the intention before you lay down with someone of what you want to have happen, and then as your orgasm, like just pour that energy into it. It's transformative. I'll let you go. Hit me at the enlighteneddaughter.com. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk some more. Anyway, angels and guys, what else we have for the divine feminines with this new moon energy, the eclipse, and the month of May? What can they expect for their highest and greatest good? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Archangel Jophiel. Wow, look at that. Freedom, liberation, moving forward, seeing things from a higher perspective, right? We have the beautiful eagle there, right? Always guiding us to look at things from a higher perspective, right? This liberation card, like literally, I see the card and I just was like, it felt like I hadn't exhaled in a minute, right? Like that is the energy that's coming. It's like we've been doing so much healing, so much work, so much in the physical realm, so much in the astral plane, consciously just doing the work, getting triggered like fuck, like going through it. And this eclipse season, it's almost like they're showing it to me kind of like someone like laying down and there's like an elephant's foot on its chest, right? And the eclipse comes and the foot gets removed and it's like you can breathe again. It's like the pressure's off and you can finally breathe free. You can breathe deep for the first time in a long time. That is what Archangel Jophiel and the eagle and this beautiful medicine is telling us with this liberation card, right? Also, with these beautiful colors, it's goldish, but it's like a goldish green. So it's a lot of healing going on between the solar plexus, right, which is our power center, right? That golden yellow, as well as the heart center, right? So, which is green. So, a lot of healing going on here, allowing us to trust within our gut again and to filter things through our heart. So, another chakra here that gets between the heart and the solar plexus. I forget what that's called, but that's also being highly activated at this time. Because I can feel this whole area kind of like being pulled open. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Some of you are going to be taking a trip, a journey that's really gonna a journey that is gonna awaken you and have you more on the path towards your true north. Like they're showing me like this is like the true north and then this like pathway, right? So it's like one, like the wind is coming in. Wow. Check out Turquoise Majesty. She's been talking about this wind activation, but the wind is coming in, right? Activating, it's clearing things out. And as we embody the energy of the eagle and we start to see things from a higher perspective, this new activation is going to be leading you to your true north, divine feminine. So you're going to start to really, if you're not already like kind of on path, really kind of be solidified and find more direction to your path and to um your highest and greatest timeline. All right. All right. We got Archangel Metatron with mercy. So, wow. It's the energy of Yeshua here. Right. Showing this to me as like Yeshua. It's funny. They're showing this to me as Yeshua, even though he's crowning this person. But they're showing this to me like Yeshua. So, mercy, obviously, right? Mercy and compassion, empathy. These are all things that we should have for one another, right? For the collective as well as ourselves. So Archangel Metatron coming in with that divine wisdom. Archangel Metatron governs the Akashic records, right? So that divine wisdom from all the ages and all the beings that ever is, tapping into that, right? Again, they're showing this to me as like some beautiful wind activation. So things really coming in and really getting cleared so that we can step forward and tap into the knowledge of our higher selves, which is going to give us greater understanding of where we're at and where the rest of us are at in the collective, which is going to activate for us mercy, right? So it's like you're getting, yeah, you see it here? So you're getting all this knowledge and wisdom and understanding getting poured into you, right? From like higher consciousness, from the Most High, from the divine, from again the Akashic records. All of this stuff is being activated within you. And as it's being activated within you, right? Even those, again, they're showing this to me as like the ascended masters. It's like they're like Yeshua. So the ascended masters, they're supporting you, guiding you during this time, right? Reminding you to have compassion for yourself. Maybe this is you as like an emperor. Maybe you're like an Aries, right? Because that's the emperor is like an Aries energy. Or you could be any of the kings in the deck, right? King of Wands, Swords, um, in a tarot deck. But it's about being in power, but not letting power like rule you, right? It's like using your powers for good. Thank you, Lord. Sorry. So that's funny because I say that to people all the time. Like, because I see people that are super powerful, super charismatic, prophets, all this stuff. They have everything within them that is divine and sovereign and is made to transform this world, and they do dumb shit with it. And I'm always like, use your powers for good. Use your powers for good. Don't waste it this lifetime. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. All right, thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What else do they need to know? What else is this new moon in the month of May got for the divine feminines? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Archangel Sandalphon with evolution. I love this because divine masculine's got this as well. This is about ascension, moving up the ladder, right? It's about you growing and becoming lighter and lighter and lighter on that path as you reach for your top, right? Reach your divinity again with the true north, right? This is kind of you at the earth plane. And as you evolve and as you grow, right, you're releasing layers and layers of fear, of doubt, of frustration, of karma, of ancestral curses, like all that shit is getting let go. And as you release it, you become lighter and lighter and you start heading towards your true north. Archangel Sandalphon is also the angel that carries our prayers up to heaven, right? So it's almost like this, like a little step ladder, like taking your stuff right up to heaven. And also governs music. So many of you are going to be getting messages within music, or maybe some of you are musicians and you're going to be writing and creating, but allow the music to speak through you or to speak for you. That's what they're saying. Allow it to speak through you or to speak for you. Um, and again, because they have me point this out for the divine masculines, the orange and gold colors are indicative of our sacral chakra, which is orange, which is the divine feminine energy, and our solar plexus, which is that yellow golden color, which is our divine masculine energy. So the fact that they're both here in this card is showing that there's a need for those to be to really be balanced in order for you to really move forward, right? When we balance our masculine and feminine energies and we're one with ourselves, the ascension process becomes a lot easier. Okay. Of course it does, because bottom of the deck, balance, right? Archangel Gabriel, thank you, Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel um helps us with communication, right? So this blue is about the throat chakra. It's about speaking your truth, standing in your, here we go again, divine feminine, standing in your yes, standing in your no, right? But things coming into balance, balancing, look. See how there's two, right? Like two human forms there, right? Balancing your masculine and your feminine energies. Really tapping into all of who you are. Divine feminine, you're the creative, nurturing, mothering, fertile part of the process. But you also need to tap into your divine masculine energy so that you can move it forward into the world and you can make it manifest, right? So it's about tapping into our intuition and getting the ideas and then getting off our ass and doing something with it, right? The inspired action that we talked about. Love that. Love it. I love it. I love it. All right, now we're gonna do the Gateway Oracle, and then I'm gonna wrap this thing up. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What else do we need to know for the divine feminines for this beautiful month of May and the eclipse energy? Okay, I get one more. We're gonna end it right there. Why do I say anything? I say this every time. I'm gonna get one more, and then they give me two cards. I don't even know why I fucking open my mouth. Exceeding expectations, divine feminines. Yes, I soar into excellence. This is what's coming for you, right? Like your dreams are coming true, your wishes are becoming fulfilled, and the seeds that you planted. I love this because one of the cards that came out was planting seeds, but it's like showing me here, like the seeds you planted are going to be more fruitful than even you expected. They're showing this to me kind of like she's standing on a piece of fruit. So it's almost like you planted a seed, right? Like maybe you planted like a strawberry seed, right? You're expecting to, no, all right. Actually, they're showing it to me as a peach. Sorry. Okay. So maybe you planted like a peach tree, right? And you're thinking you're going to get this like little piece of fruit. And next thing you know, it grows and grows, grows and grows. And you feel like you're like Jack on the beanstalk, right? You're standing on a piece of, it's like, it's almost like the blessing, the manifestation is so big, it's so huge that even though you were expecting something good, and you just got something extraordinary. Like your mind just got fucking blown. That's what's coming in for you. And that is directly correlated to this planting seeds energy. So for some of you, this is what you're working on right now, right? You're still planting your seeds, you're still cleaning up your garden, you're still weeding out your shit, you're still doing your healing, you're triggering, right? And they're letting you know that that this stuff, is gonna exceed your expectations. Don't stop. But for others of you that have already planted your seeds, right? Like this is what you're coming from this energy, right? The seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. So you planted your seeds and it's harvest time, right? And because this was an area of grace, nothing grew that wasn't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? I love to tell people to make sure that they always add by the grace of God, right? Into their prayers, into their dreams, into their wishes, into their hopes. Because you can ask the universe for something and get it, but it may not necessarily feel good or come to you in the way that you like. For example, Florence Scovel Shinn tells a story about a woman who wanted $1,000, right? Like put it out there, give it to the universe, and manifesting $1,000. Cool, boom. A daughter gets hit by a car, they get $1,000, right? And it's like, damn, I wanted $1,000, but I didn't want my daughter to get hit by a car to get it, right? But if you're putting it out there like, all right, universe, I want $1,000 for whatever, whatever. I expect to receive this by the grace of God, by the grace of God, in the most miraculous or perfect ways, and you let it go. I always, always use by the grace of God as my get out of jail free card. So in case I fuck up or I don't say the words right or my vibration gets low and I'm just not in alignment, I know that God's grace, which is unmerited and unearned favor, is not going to falter. I may falter, my dreams, desires may falter, my faith may falter, my vision may falter, but God's grace and God's love will never falter, right? So I always like cover my stuff in the grace of God so I know that the seed that I planted will grow and exceed my expectations. Always, always, right? Always. So now, coming into our power, right? Really standing strong, standing in your truth, standing in the truth of who you are, standing in your light at every level. This is who you are, right? There's this energy with Hestia, right? Just knowing who you are at a level. Home is where the heart is. This is you standing in your power. When you've decided to tap into your self knowledge, to allow every aspect of your being to flow through you. This is who you are. Luminous, shining, brilliant, bright, right? You've been doing all the work. Doing all, sorry guys. So again, you were going through your garden, right? You planted the seeds, healing the past. What did you do? You went through. Grace covered you, right? So the things that were growing through your garden while you were doing the work, you're pulling out the rocks, you're pulling out the weeds, you're putting the gates up, right? You did all of this work, which allowed you to come into your power. And because you did that, because you're doing that, the things that are manifesting for you have and will continue to exceed your expectations. I love that for you. And don't forget, my beautiful divine feminines, that you're making a difference, right? Your light makes a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. Don't forget that. Everything that you do makes a difference. When we heal, we not only heal ourselves, we heal our tribe, we heal our village, and we heal our family. 7 generations forward, 7 generations back. Keep grinding. All right. I love this for you. Congratulations. This new moon is going to be delicious. Don't forget the power of you. All right. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. Later, guys.